Welcome to the second lecture on this course. In this lecture, we shall see the components of computers as we see in our classes. What are the components? Before, let us see what is a computer. Computer is an advanced electronic device that takes data as input from the user and processes this data under certain set of instruction. They are called as programs, and gives the result as output and saves those output and data inside the computer. Using it can process both numerical and non-numerical calculations. This is called a computer. Computer is an advanced electronic device that you have to remember. You can compare a computer with a calculator. A calculator simply, if you type any numbers, that will be taken as input to the calculator. And if you like to add two numbers, you will type a plus symbol. That will be also taken as input, and there will be a process called adding these two. This is for taking input, processing the data, and you will see the output in the screen. The same way you can imagine a computer. But a calculator, the function of calculator is very limited, whereas the function of computer is unlimited. It is very small calculation. Calculator performs very small calculation, but computers performs huge number of data in different ways. We enter only few numbers in calculators, but computer can take input numbers, digits, audios, videos, images. Any type of input computer can get in and process all the data. Whatever we do, we like to do all the process. Calculator cannot do all the process. Whatever we think, it can make only some arithmetic and logical calculation, percentage, and some scientific calculation. That's all. But computer, the functions are unlimited. That is the difference between calculator. You can imagine. So it takes input data and processes it and display it as output. In calculator, output is the LCD display, but in computer the output is different. We hear voice using speaker, that is an output. Similarly there are, and therefore computer takes input, process it, and gives us output and stores those data. This is the role of a computer. That's what we say. Computer is an advanced electronic device that takes data as input and process the data, stores the data. For processing the data, we need programs, computer softwares, that we call it as programs, and this is called a computer. Let us see the next. What are the salient feature of a computer? Computer, what can do? Automation. You know about that. There are many things done automatically. Automation is one of the salient feature of a computer. Speed. You imagine the speed with which computer works. You know very well. I need not explain the speed of computer. And storage of computer, it can store many. The whole world is stored in a single computer. Data, as you today you can see there are storage devices are there. We can store many data virtually. And accuracy. If we make a calculation, sometimes we make mistakes, and we need many people to recheck it. But computer, you need not. It will every time it will give the same result, same accuracy. That is, accuracy is another important factor, feature of computer. And versatility. Computer is versatile. It can make many applications. It can process video, it can process audio, it can process photo, it can process scientific values. It processes many things. It is versatile. And diligence. It is not getting tired. If a clerk is given work, he will see one or two files, then he will go for coffee break, and then comes and sees some files, and then go for lunch break, because human is limited, human capacity is limited, but computer will never get tired unless it gets heated up, but it works. There is no tired for computer. That's what called diligence. And reliability, you can rely on the data of computer unless it is affected by virus, but you can rely on the data. Every time it produces the same result. The reliability is more with the computer, and it has vast memory, as I have already said. You can store the whole world in the computer on one hard disk. That's what. And what are the components of computer? These are the main components. Computers have many components, hundreds and hundreds of components we have seen. But we can classify all these components in these categories. And these are the main components of computer. Without these components, a computer may not function properly. These are the main. There are hundreds and hundreds of components, but these are the main components of computer, which is very necessary for a computer to work. Number one, CPU. CPU is the heart of computer. You know that. But many people misunderstood that this. You can see here. This is some people misunderstand that this as what CPU, but this is not CPU, but this is actually a cabinet. This is a cabinet. This is not a CPU, but inside the cabinet we have all the components of computer. This is just a box. Actually, inside this we have a component like this. This is called as a processor. This is called as processor, which is actually called as a CPU. The CPU is the heart of computer, which processes all the data. We know computer takes input and processes and output, and the main thing is process, and that process is done by this. But the speed of computer depends upon this processor. The processor is the main. That's why we call it as heart of computer. Okay, let us see in detail. Then memory. Computer has a temporary memory, which is called as RAM. There are two kinds of memory present in a computer. One is called this type of random access memory. Another one is called storage device, that is called read-only memory. We call it as read-only memory, or other things. There are two types of memory. In read-only memory, we read and write. There are several things. There are two: mass storage device, and this is a temporary device. This is usually called as memory, and this memory plays very important role when we give input. Thus, input is any data transition to the processor or to the output or from the input. All the data processes are going through this memory. Processor works or processes data which is taken from only this. But we have a mass storage device in which there are data stored, but the data from mass storage device is not directly going to the processor. Instead, it is going through this memory. Any data to the processor and from the processor passes through this memory called a memory device, which is called as a random access memory. This is a temporary memory. The data in this memory will be vanished when the power is on, and therefore it is called a temporary memory. But this memory plays very important role in the computer, because without which the computer will not work. It has all the data temporarily stored when processes are taking place, and therefore this is called as a random access memory. The speed of the computer also depends upon the capacity of this memory. Next mass storage device, as I have already said, this is another memory, but this is permanent memory. Contents in this memory are permanently stored. There are which is called as this is called pen drive. We know pen drive, we are storing many information in pen drive. We also have this kind of mass storage device which is called as a hard disk, and this is another kind of storage device which is called SSD, solid state drive. But what is the difference? The speed is the difference. If you want to erase data in all kind of this type of mass storage device, you can write memory and you can retrieve. Write and read and write, both are possible here. But the speed with which we write and read is different between these two, and the type of sections formatting is different between these three memories. The pen drive is the which is have lowest speed, but compared to hard disk. Hard disk is much better in speed, read and write capacity, but in compared to hard disk, SSD is more the data transfer rate is very high with the SSD, and therefore nowadays computers use this type of mass storage device. This is also very important. The speed of this hard disk also very important for the performance of the computer. If the performance of the computer has to be good, you must concentrate on all these three: processor, memory and mass storage. All these three has to be incompatible with the same speed to have better performance. If any one of the device is very low with respect to data transfer, the computer will perform very low. The lowest speed with which any of these device work is the computer speed. If you increase the speed of only the processor, the computer cannot increase the speed, because all these three combinedly work. Next, we shall see input devices. What are the input devices? When we use mouse, there is a cursor moving, and that is an input. There is input given to the computer too, and that input is processed to see this cursor moving. In just a cursor moving, there are many processes. It takes input and processes are taking place, and then only the cursor moves. And therefore a simple function also you can see an input and process and output. Input is from the finger that I am touching here in the touchpad. It takes input from that and it processes, and you can see the output, that cursor is moving. Therefore there are input devices: mouse, keyboard, whatever we type, that is taken as data. For gaming, use a joystick, all those things, light pin, touchpad, microphone, scanner, digital camera, all these are there are many other input devices. Whatever information, some audio if you give, that is what is called microphone. Whatever input that is computer takes is called input devices. In output devices, the input is processed and you get output. If you get audio as output, that you use a speaker. If you want to display some picture, that will be picture or video or whatever it is, that will be done through monitor, and therefore monitor is output. You can so take a printout. You can take printout of photo, or you can take printout of documents. These are the outputs. You can project the same into a projector, and there are whatever way you take the output of the product, all of them are called as output devices. Then all the devices what we have shown above are connected to this board. This is called as a motherboard. For example, you can see this is the place where processor is installed, and this is the place where RAM is installed. You can see here there are two slots. In one slot already there is one RAM is installed, and there is one more slot, free slot. You can upgrade this RAM slot. This is another SGP, but you can see here this is output devices for connecting output devices. This is for connecting pen drives. There are many other things. Every components of a computer are connected to motherboard, through which all of them are work. Motherboard is the place where it gives power, which coordinates all the parts of computer. You can see it is called as a motherboard. All the components that we have seen earlier are connected, interconnected through this electronic board, which is called as a motherboard. This works as an important component of computer. With this we finish the introduction to the computers. I wanted to give some input about what is the components of computer. We shall see in detail about the types of computer in the next lecture.